name is Rocky Malombe. I come from Kitui County, but right now I live in Nairobi. I'm working as an interior designer. I was born with spina bifida. Spina bifida is whereby a child is born with a split spine. The spine is not complete. Normally, the spine is comprised of many segments. So a child who has spina bifida means that one of the segments might be missing, or there's a gap in between the segments. That's when the spinal fluids, they bulge into a balloon-like something, and that is known as spina bifida. Mine was myomeningocele. I was born with myomeningocele and also talipes. It also affected my foot, both limbs. I went into a normal primary school. By normal, I mean regular primary school, whereby it's not integrated. It's just the normal students. There's no special needs. And by the time I was getting to class 6, the school that I was in, you head to board when you get to class 7 and 8. So my mom saw it as right to take me to Joytown, because in Joytown they'll understand me more better than in that school. Because in my back I have some stitchings, and also I have some like surgical marks which are not pleasant, and it might not be comfortable exposing them to the other kids who don't understand it. So my mom saw it as right to take me to a school where I'll be accommodated there. That's why she took me to Joytown, and that's when I learned about spina bifida actually. Okay, in my previous school, I was not involved in sports. Like whenever they had sports activities in school, they could segregate me, and maybe when they are inter-schools activities, I could be given offs. I don't participate. To me, it appeared normal, because I learned to live with it. Because even after going to Joytown, I had no interest in sports, so I learned to live without sports. And another challenge that I had is the washrooms. The washrooms were way far, just the other end of the field, the football field. And now, being a child with spina bifida, I used to mess myself a lot. Yes, because I could not hold my bladder that long. In Joytown, students living with special needs learns to be independent, and that's when I also learned to be independent, and I learned skills that help me even today, like washing my clothes at very young age. Because when you are in class 6, 7, you're very young, and you see even children who are even younger than you doing everything by themselves, and it encourages you. So self-independence, it was cultured in Joytown. After my primary education, I went into somehow an inclusive secondary school, whereby we had some few regular, in quotes, students learning with us, and it was also a wonderful experience. And that's when I came to understand about spina bifida, because they had a group for children living with spina bifida in that school. So that's my first encounter with now my disability. I used to just see it in the document, in my medical reports, but I couldn't. At that early age, no one could explain to me what is spina bifida. But now in high school is when I came to understand what is spina bifida is. It was mixed reactions, because somehow I was happy, at least I've understood my condition, but again, it also created some fears in me. I went through college. I initially wanted to be an architect, but I didn't do very well in high school, so I went for interior designing, and I really thank God, because interior designing is whereby I can help my fellow people, PWDs, people living with disabilities, because I can design human-centered buildings, or even and transform your living space into whatever condition that you have. Maybe you are the short stature. I can come and change your furniture, everything. Yeah. So the college life was also hectic, because I remember one encounter, having my papers. I requested the lecturer to excuse me to go to the washrooms, but she refused and said if I go, I just go and not come back to continue with the paper, because she thought I will go and dub the exam or something. But she did not understand my condition. I somehow I don't blame her, because it's not her fault, because she didn't know my condition, that I can't hold my bladder that long. So I had to go and not come back, because when I come back, she could not give me the paper, so I had to leave it. So those are some few challenges that you face. And after college, getting job is very hectic. For the normal students, and when it comes to persons living with disability, it becomes even tedious and strenuous for us. And it's very hard to get jobs when you're living with disability, because many people are unemployed, and you're in the same competition with them. So you have to up your game. You be unique, so that you can be in a better chance to get that job. To parents or to young people living with spina bifida or any other disability, I will tell you, go for whatever dreams that you have. Never be limited by anything. Just go for them and fight for your rights. Make sure you perform well, and then fight for your rights. If you know you are supposed to be employed, please make a good application, go and apply the right way, and all shall be well. If you're parent to a child with spina bifida, please encourage your child to pursue education and to thrive well in academics. And if they are not good in academics, there are also other skills. Get to know your child and tap those abilities that your child has, and help him or her to realize them into the full potentials. One thing that motivates me is lack of mentors. When I was in school, I didn't get the proper mentor that I should have gotten. That's what drives me to work hard, so that I can be a good example to the young ones who are in schools. Because even right now, I have many questions to ask adults with the same condition as mine, but I can't get one. I have to learn it the hard way. And I don't want the people who are coming after us to go through whatever I went through. So I want them to get mentors as us, so that it will be easier for them.